Yeah. So it sounds like most of the type of investing you've done is more long-term rather than like
Oh yeah,
short-term.
yeah. You can't do short-term flips or buy and sells and everything long distance. It just makes it complicated. And most of our clients, when they come to us, we tell them what to do, how to do it, where to do it, etc. And many of them have never seen the property. Even to this day on my portfolio, I have properties that I've owned since 2008. To this day, I've never seen it or drove by it. It's not necessary. Going by it isn't going to improve it.
You just know where it is on the map.
Yeah, I just know where it is on the map.
Physically.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I haven't seen photos or FaceTime, looking at the property. Because technology allows us to do that now. We don't need to physically jump on an airplane and go out and do that. Thank goodness for the technology. Thank goodness for Zooms. Thank goodness for DocuSigns. Thank goodness for all the stuff that's available to us. So now we can make good, fast, solid decisions.
Yeah. So with the other properties that are in other states, what kind of people do you have involved with that process?
Well, it's a good size spectrum. We have investors that just want to get started. So here's the thing. If you go to buy a house in California, your typical 1,600 square feet, 8-year-old type property, you go to Rockland, Roseville, West Roseville, Elk Grove, and you want to buy the newer type properties, you're going to pay $500,000-$600,000 for those. And they'll rent for maybe $2,200-$2,300 a month, but it's cost you $600,000 to buy it. Well, lending for non-owner occupied is usually, we recommend 25% down. Now you can do 20% down, but the rates are just not in favor. So most lenders will recommend 25%. So 25% of 600,000, that's a chunk of change. Not everybody has the $100,000+ to put down. What if they only got 80,000? Well, then we can take them to a market that allows the 25%, and they can spend their 80,000 and still set up a reserve and make sense of it all. Because those houses, 1,800 square feet, in those markets, today, it's between $285,000 to $325,000, and they rent for $1,800-$1,900 a month, and they're only spending $300,000. Well, that kind of makes sense. So if we have a client that owns a $600,000 or $700,000 house in California, and they're earning, say, $2,500 gross rent, we can sell that property and come over here and buy two houses for $300,000, and they're getting $1,800, $1,900, $1,700 per house. $2,200 to $2,400 a month here. 217 times 2, that's $3,400 or whatever that is. So we can 1.5 times the gross rent just by shifting their dollars into a different market and better quality houses. Because sometimes the houses that they're selling is older, may need a roof, may need some repairs and all that kind of thing. So we can get them out of the house that expenses are going to be coming up in the near future. Come over here, buy a newer property, done. It's real simple.
Yeah. So you have property managers and
we have
real estate agents.
Everything
and all that
is
other
dialed.
stuff.
Everything is dialed. Good boots on the ground. We got management. Management's got good repair contractors. Joel and I physically will go out and do a deep dive research on these markets. And thank goodness for Joel. He's tracking 800 markets across the United States. So we're looking for trends, looking for cycles, looking for opportunities, looking for things. We know some areas that we don't want to be in. I'm not sure I would invest in Memphis, Tennessee. It's not sure I would invest in Detroit. Not sure I would invest in Chicago. But I mean, there are some really, really, really good markets. Tennessee is one of the better markets. Arkansas, Oklahoma has got some really good markets in certain areas. Joel and I are having a hard time pulling the trigger on Texas. they have property taxes. Even though a lot of people are moving there, it's just we just can't seem to make the numbers make sense. Not that it's not a good place to go, maybe a great place to go if you want to live there. We're just having a hard time making numbers work. That's the way we analyze